Hi there. I am the African Excellence Awards winner, Life Coach of the Year 2024. Yay for that. Welcome back if you've been here before. If you've not been here, welcome. My name is Heidi. Please hit like and subscribe. The algorithm loves it. Stand by for today's conversation on the fight, flight, or freeze responses. During prehistoric times, when humans lived in caves and in tribes, the most common threats to human life were predators like tigers, bears, wolves, lions, and then environmental hazards like harsh weather conditions, floods, earthquakes, wildfires, etc. So when people are fearful or anxious, their bodies activate a fight, flight, or freeze response. So a fight, flight, or freeze response triggers a surge of adrenaline in the body and other hormones. It causes physiological changes like a rapid breathing, very shallow breathing, increased heart rate, muscles tensing up, and so forth. So in modern times, the perceived threats to our lives and our safety look much different. It could be work pressure, financial stress, dread disease, relationship problems. If you're living in the city, you've got noise pollution to deal with, traffic, and so forth. So although the threats or perceived threats are much different, the responses from our bodies and our minds, these primitive responses from our primitive brain are the same. Fight, flight, or freeze. So it is going to be up to you to train yourself to live a life where you are equipped to deal with perceived threats or real threats as they come along. And you need to cultivate a calm and in control demeanor. And that does not happen overnight. It takes patience, it takes a lot of self-care, and it takes a lot of self-motivation. Refer back to some of my earlier videos where I spoke to you about making the familiar unfamiliar or the unfamiliar familiar, and the pictures we see in our head and the words that we say to ourselves. But I am going to give you a technique today that is going to help you a lot to deal with the fight, flight, or freeze response. It is called the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 technique, and this is how it works. This 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method is a grounding technique, and it will help you to feel in control and to take charge of yourself and your circumstances. Right, so the first thing that you do is you look around you and you list 5 things that you can see. So here I am, I'm listing 5 things that I can see. I can see my notice board there on the left, and it's got various little post-it notes on it. I can see the light in front of me. I'm taking note of the details. I can see the blinds. I'm taking note of the details there. I can see through the window. There are green bushes looking beautiful. I can see there's a feather stuck in one of the branches of the bush. A beautiful feather. I think I'll go get it later. Beautiful. And then let's see one more thing that I can see. I can see my glass here in front of me, my glass with water. Right, list 5 things just in your head. Or you can say it out loud if you can in that situation. The next thing, 4 things that you can touch. Right, so I can touch this fabric of my sweater. I think that's what you call it, or a jersey. Very nice and soft. Right, so I can touch here the keys of the keyboard. I can touch that. I can touch my hair. Right, it's nice and slick. Right, so, and I can touch the computer mouse. I can feel that. I feel what it's doing. And now I can touch the mouse pad. I can feel, just be cognizant. Take note of what you are feeling, seeing, hearing, experiencing in this moment, right? So mindfulness exercise, grounding technique, it brings you right back to yourself, pulling yourself towards yourself, so to speak. So we've had 5 things that you can see, 4 things that you can touch, and that you're making mental notes of and enjoying and perceiving those sensations. Third, list 3 things that you can hear. So at the moment, I'm hearing the soft drone of the laptop. I'm hearing the chirping of the birds outside. And I'm also hearing in the distance the drone or the sound of cars coming by. And now list 2 things that you can smell. Right, so I've got a diffuser going here in my room, and I've got peppermint oil there. So I smell the peppermint oil, and I also smell the smell of the vanilla hand cream that I put on earlier. And lastly, 1 emotion that you can feel. Take note of 1 emotion that you can feel. And the emotion I am feeling right now is contentment. Yes, just peacefulness inside, because I'm talking to you and I so love doing it. So to summarize, it's going to be 5 things that you can see, 4 things that you can touch, 3 things that you can hear, 2 things that you can smell, and 1 emotion that you are currently feeling. It was a joy to host you today. Thank you so much for being here. Keep your eyes open for my shorts coming out. And until the next video, take good care of yourself. Mooi bly.